Shut up and sit down.
What's up, Wisconsin? Welcome to the Inside Wisconsin Studios, a mere 10 minutes away from Lambeau Field. My name is Trevor Thomas.
And from the Connecticut field office, I'm John Anderson. Work for ESPN, but proud graduate GBSW, Green Bay Southwest, class of 1983, and perhaps more importantly, not John Anderson, the linebacker.
I've had 3 ideas that I've ran past you over the last decade that you and I have known each other.
So you come to me and you have this splendid idea, and I do. I say, that's splendid. How do we make it happen, right? Because my whole life, SportsCenter was there. I just walked out on the set. This was here in your head, and somehow it had to turn into you and a desk and a flannel shirt and an Inside Wisconsin logo and a paddle.
So let's go back a little bit. We talked about doing Inside Wisconsin. We threw this idea of doing a podcast all about us, about Wisconsin, about our teams, about our people. I mean, we want to tell some stories from some of the most iconic Wisconsin names that we can get our hands on.
Yes, we want to tell some great Wisconsin stories, but mostly we want those people to tell that story. Sometimes what being raised in Wisconsin, how it, helped further them. Maybe it worked against them. Maybe it motivated them in some way. That Andy North was a golfer from the middle of Wisconsin, Steve Stricker, right? This is not the golf capital of the world. Andy ended up playing at Florida. You wouldn't know it, right? He's every bit the Badger. There are really amazing things, period, about the state. Whether it's a cream puff at the state fair or the house on the rock or Les Paul, right? Well, listen, we gave the world the electric guitar.
Amen. And Friday Night Fish Fries.
Right? That's the full spectrum.
It's about as good as it gets.
But all these people have great stories beyond just what we kind of know them for or are famous for. The great Milwaukee Braves pitcher Warren Spahn used to say, you only need 2 pitches. The one they're looking for and the one to cross them up.
And that's the idea of all this. We literally want you to belly up Wisconsin just like you do at your local bar. Belly up, because that's where the best stories are told.
We're thrilled, right? Because it appears that our first guest on this show will be none other than Barry Alvarez.
The godfather of Wisconsin.
The godfather of Wisconsin. Man who changed football fortunes in Madison. And you could argue the man, to some degree, changed perception of the university as a whole. But hopefully there is a wide range of people that we can reach out to, whether they fish, whether they golf, whether they hunt, whether they brew beer, which we hope, whether they make cheese. Listen, we're not above playing into the stereotypes in this thing, but the state is rich, and not just like rich, and that's why your cholesterol number is 300, but rich. It is rich in sports figures. It is rich in entertainers. It is rich in its own special culture.
And it's rich in
we hope
stories.
To highlight all those things.
Amen.
Shut up and sit down.